Roman Reigns. Any chance I have to F***CK Seth Rollins up, I'm gonna take it. Roman Reigns holds a grudge. Seth Rollins previously turned on Roman Reigns when he infamously betrayed the Shield. The two stars later feuded, and they also reunited, but they are back to being enemies. Reigns proved that he had not forgotten about their past when he hit Rollins with a chair during his match at WWE WrestleMania 40. There, Rollins ran in and tried to help Cody Rhodes beat Reigns. Speaking on SI Media with Jimmy Traina, Roman Reigns was asked about hitting Seth Rollins with a chair at WWE WrestleMania 40. Anytime I have a chance to F***CK him up, I'm going to take it. That's how I feel about him, Reigns said. Anytime I have a chance to pull the trigger on him, I'm going to. He's a constant reminder and a person to myself, who to trust and how to trust them, and if you can't, how to keep them, and that's where I like to keep him a chair's length away. Rollins somewhat got some payback, as he refused to team up with Reigns and the OG Bloodline for the War Games match at WWE Survivor Series. Roman Reigns, anytime I get a chance to F***CK up Seth Rollins, I'm gonna do it. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins will forever be linked due to their time together as the Shield alongside Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose in WWE, and the Fallout. In 2014, Rollins split up the Shield, cracking Moxley and Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania XL, in the main event against Cody Rhodes, Reigns took his eye off the ball, hitting and interfering Rollins with a chair. Anytime I have a chance to fuck him up, I'm gonna take it. That's how I feel about him. Anytime I have the chance to pull the trigger on him, I'm going to. He is a constant reminder and a lesson to myself on who to trust and how to trust them. If you can't, how to keep him. That's where I like to him, a chair's length away, Reigns said while speaking to Jimmy Traina on the SI Media podcast. Rollins turned down an offer from the OG Bloodline to join them in War Games at WWE Survivor Series. Instead, Reigns, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Jimmy Uso will team with CM Punk against Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Loa, and Bronson Reed. One of the historic WrestleMania matches of all time was the undisputed Universal title match between the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. But initially, the plan was for Reigns to wrestle his cousin, the People's Champion, The Rock. Plans changed after a lot of fan backlash. The people wanted the Tribal Chief to wrestle Rhodes and for Rhodes to finally finish his story. The main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania XL was very well received by the fans and critics alike. Rhodes made history by becoming the first person in his family to capture the top prize in WWE. Recently, while speaking to Sports Illustrated's Jimmy Traina, Roman Reigns mentioned that he did not care if he was wrestling The Rock or Cody Rhodes because at the end of the day, he was going to be in the main event. It didn't matter to me. I was the main event no matter what. I'm the guy that everybody wanted to dance with. So, everybody wanted to. I'm the hot chic. Everybody wanted to take me out. So, it was one of those things where we just needed to get there and defend this thing. It doesn't matter who it is, they're trying to stop history from happening. They're trying to take us off of the pinnacle right now. So, it was the same task at hand for me. Roman Reigns on his thoughts of not wrestling The Rock at WrestleMania XL. The original Tribal Chief also mentioned that the fact that he was not going to wrestle The Rock on the grand stage did not affect him at all. I never really looked at it like that. It was almost more so like this. Kind of the same sentiment when I got all deep on you, and you said get back in the Tribal Chief character. That situation where when you zoom out, and you see all these family members together. When you're able to do that with someone from your family, when you're able to do that with people from your bloodline, there's just something about that. I don't know. Maybe you can ask the Kelsey brothers or even the Harbaughs is like, it's just this weird. It's just sharing such a crazy, huge main event level moment with so many eyes on it. The whole world is watching, especially with the way we have it now. But I wasn't even looking at him, The Rock. Oh, this is DJ. It was made by another family member. And I mean that with the utmost love and respect. And it's really hard to even put in words how that could make a man feel, and just how proud I am of being able to attempt to articulate this. We're very fortunate to be a part of WrestleMania XL's main event, Roman Reigns said. Former Olympic gold medalist and WWE wrestler Kurt Angle weighs in on his favorite part of WWE today. Fans can expect plenty more from the Bloodline saga, for years after the angle first got started, according to the original tribal chief Roman Reigns. It was in August 2020 that Reigns aligned with Paul Heyman, and the angle has proven to be a hit with fans with various twists and turns. In a recent interview with Sports Illustrated, Reigns was asked whether the angle had run its course or if there was more left. He said, "There's just so much meat left on the bone. There's so much to the performances that I'm learning not only about myself, but just the performance in general and how to manipulate them, how to get better at them, how to control the crowd better, just all these different things." So many different stories to tell, new family members coming in, so it's one of those deals where kind of like you hear athletes, as long as you can continue to practice, like as long as you feel good enough to practice, then I can play. The latest chapter of the Bloodline saga has seen Reigns reunite with Sami Zayn and the Usos to battle with Solo Sikoa's Bloodline. Reigns' faction, with CM Punk, will face Sikoa's Bloodline and Bronson Reed in War Games during this weekend's Survivor Series War Games pay-per-view event. Reigns recently shared what Punk brings to the table ahead of Survivor Series. WWE Survivor Series War Games is just a day away now. The event will air live from the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Canada tomorrow night. With this being an international event, plus one of the biggest PLEs of the year, the company could be planning some big things for the Canadian spectacle. There could be several twists in store for fans on Saturday night, which could set the tone for the rest of the year. On that note, here are 4 potential twists that could happen at WWE Survivor Series. War Games. Braun Strowman was on a hiatus ever since his last monster standing match against Bronson Reed. While the Behemoth returned to the ring in a dark match a couple of weeks ago, an on-screen return is yet to happen. That said, things may change at Survivor Series. For fans unaware, the monster of all monsters recently teased an alliance with Roman Reigns on social media. Given that, one potential direction could see Braun make his presence felt during the men's War Games match on Saturday night. However, Strowman may appear with a new character. The monster of all monsters could surprise fans by returning as the Fiend in honor of the late, great Bray Wyatt. Strowman could take out the Solo Sikoa-led Bloodline, including his archenemy Bronson Reed, and help the original Bloodline pick up a huge win. Paul Heyman returned on the latest episode of SmackDown with the 5th member of the original Bloodline 4.